What if the love that gave you everything became the very thing tearing your world apart? This is the story of Mirian, a mother whose deep love for her son William spiraled into something no one could have predicted. Mirian had always dreamed of being a mother. After years of trying, when her son William was born, her happiness knew no bounds. She poured all her love into raising him, especially since her husband, Daniel, was often away for work. William became her world, and their bond grew tighter with each passing day. But as time went on, this bond began to show cracks no one could ignore. By the time William turned 3, Mirian noticed his unusual dependence on her. He refused to play with other children, clinging to her every move. When Daniel tried to intervene, Mirian brushed it off. "He's just showing his love for me," she'd laugh. Daniel sighed, warning, "A chick that stays too long under the mother's wings will forget how to fly." But Mirian couldn't let go. As William grew older, his possessiveness intensified. At 6, he demanded her full attention, throwing tantrums if she spoke to others. When a maid was accused of pinching him, Mirian fired her on the spot without verifying the claim. From then on, she took over every part of William's care, even bathing him daily. By the time he turned 15, William's attachment had evolved into something far more troubling. He began to act territorial, glaring at anyone who spoke to Mirian. One day, a neighbor casually complimented her, and William lashed out, shoving the man against a wall. Daniel confronted Mirian that night. "Can you see it now? This isn't normal. He's not acting like your son, he's acting like a jealous husband. He's just protective," she insisted, but deep down, Mirian couldn't ignore the way William's gaze lingered on her or the inappropriate comments he began to make. One evening, while cleaning his room, she stumbled upon a notebook filled with obsessive writings about her, "my queen. No one can take her from me, I'll eliminate my father one day if I have to." Shocked, she confronted him. "William, what is this?" He stammered, "It's just how I feel, Mom." Tension simmered between them, unspoken but undeniable. As days passed, William's behavior became bolder. He began bringing her flowers, calling her "my queen," and making comments that blurred the lines of their relationship. Daniel's warnings grew louder, but Mirian dismissed them, unwilling to admit how far things had gone. One day, everything came to a head. Daniel returned home unexpectedly to find Mirian and William in an embrace that crossed every boundary. His voice thundered through the room. "What the hell is going on here?" William stood his ground. "I love her, Dad, more than you ever could." Daniel's face twisted with rage and betrayal. "This is disgusting, Mirian. You failed as a mother." Desperate to salvage their family, Daniel made a hard decision. "William, you're going abroad." "This stops now." William's heart shattered. "You can't take me away from her," he shouted, but Daniel's resolve was unshakable. On the day of his departure, Mirian clung to him, tears streaming down her face. "Promise me you'll take care of yourself," she whispered. "I'll come back for you, Mom," he vowed, his eyes filled with determination. As time passed, the distance helped William and Mirian heal. William found solace in a new life abroad, meeting friends, and even falling in love with a girl named Annabelle. Mirian, left to reflect on her choices, worked to rebuild her marriage with Daniel. Slowly, their family began to heal, finding strength in forgiveness and growth. But in the quiet moments, both Mirian and William would sometimes think back to the love that had bound them so tightly and the pain it had caused. They moved forward, carrying with them the lessons of a bond that had crossed dangerous lines. Love can heal, but unchecked, it can also destroy. This was the story of a mother and son whose love blurred boundaries, forcing them to face the consequences. Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that challenge the heart and mind.